You know, I feel like there's a 90s song that could go along with this.
Talking feels bad. Not that song, you dope.
God damn it. I'll say, Wherever They May Roam? That's another 90s song, that's not the one I'm thinking of. I feel it was a popular kids song from the... Oh, what, by some, like, Baja Men?
Ooh.
I'll probably remember it, it'll come to me. God damn it. But either way, it's time for that episode where we officially go over everything involving the fucking roaming legendaries. But before that, may as well show you, which I mentioned before, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you come back here to the Dragon's Den. Your rival is training and hard at work. You can talk to him. I think I mentioned it to when me and Koda went over it before, but Koshi can reiterate it. Or at least know his experience. Remember the battle that was here in the remake?
I think so.
Where basically you talk to your rival here, and then Lance and Claire came up to you and challenged you to a double battle?
Oh yeah, that one.
Yep, I remember
memories.
That was the first thing I did once I battled all the gym leaders. I was heavily underleveled, and Lance made that fight a problem.
Yeah. There's a lot of things I could go over about the remakes in particular. Refights in particular are a pain in the ass. I'm trying to remember, was this fight originally a thing in the original game? Or was this something specific to,
Specific to the remake.
So...
I said a lot of the gyms got upgraded to the remake, and that battle was new to the remake.
And then they also included all the rematches, where every single team basically pulled even less punches. Well, no, they didn't pull that many punches. They pulled a decent amount of punches in the main campaign. When you refight them, yeah, they don't pull punches.
Yep. It was worth going after them before going after the final trainer, which we'll hit here too, eventually. But oh boy.
And speaking of the dogs, there is one saving grace that the remake does that makes this less agonizing, and that's the Suicune events. The Suicune plays out like it does in Crystal, so
it's actually a little different.
You can catch that one.
In Crystal, it's just kind of part of the main plot, and you actually catch the Suicune in the Tin Tower in its entrance. In the Crystal, you do. They expanded it a little more.
I can't remember where it is. Yeah. It's in the... I forget where it is. Basically where you... It's around where Misty is.
You follow it around Johto, and then you go to... Yep, and then you follow it one spot in Kanto, and then you've seen guys like, let's race to get it! And then, yep. At the place where you first found Misty, there's that hill. That's where you encounter it, and it doesn't run away. Which, thank God.
Also, if I remember correctly...
And tracking these
you have to fight him, I think, at one point for the right to get it. I think that's how it went.
In the remake, you just had to battle him a normal encounter to catch him. Just treat it like a regular legendary fight.
Yep, which is a godsend compared to what you have to go through in the original.
Yep, the other two, just use Master Ball on one and hope for luck on the second one. Well, here's something that's painful for when I recorded this. I did use the Master Ball on any of them.
Because you clearly wanted to hold on to it for something.
Yep, I think I spent like a little over an hour and a half recording this, trying to get to the end of this. But I stripped it down to about a half hour, so... Yeah, let you know how painful this could get.
Oh yeah, and while we're on the topic of, you know, unique things that this game added, I'm trying, the remake added in particular, what I'm trying to say is, they also added a couple of interesting events. One is, you can go to Professor Oak, I think it was?
Yep.
And you get an option to choose a starter of the Gen 1 series.
I guess that's after you beat the final battle. I haven't done that yet, because I did the final battle, I haven't played it again since.
Yep. And they also did something, I want to say Saffron City, where you run into Steven and he gives you an option of one of the Gen 3 starters.
Ooh! Ooh, that's cool. So I know you have the option to get Kyogre or Groudon based on your version, I think.
Yeah.
And you somehow get both of them, then you get Rayquaza as well.
Yeah. So, yeah, you get the starters there, which is really... One of the 3 starters, which is really nice.
Also, these
No, that's
roaming
a couple
fucking
things that
suck.
they added as well.
I'm in the area these are in, and now they've all moved. I fucking hate this in original Gen 2. It's the worst.
That sounds about right.
Also, because the dual screen for the Gen 4 games is a lot easier to track them. You just use your map app they had, you could easily just follow along with them. But, nope, this one you just gotta just run and pray.
Fun.
Which also, I'm trying to remember another detail. I think the encounter rate you had for them when you got to a patch of grass and area that they were in was 20%.
Roaming legendaries have always been like one of the most infamous things in Pokemon.
Yeah.
Nobody likes them.
Which is why thankfully they got rid of them after Gen 5, pretty much. Gen 6 technically had it, but it had it the worst way. You had a roaming legendary without the ability to catch it while it was roaming. You ran into it 10 times for it to then go to a secluded location to catch it like normal. It's the fun of
At least you can catch it as normal.
Yeah, still, it's the fun of a roaming legendary without being able to catch it. So you have to find it 10 times. That's fucking
Yeah, I'd
fun.
rather have that than sit here, try to catch it, and only be like, nope, we're gonna run away. And you have to sit here and run between cities and pray that,
Yep.
and pray it doesn't, you know, teleport all over the damn place unless it teleports in the right location that you need it to.
Well, Gen 2 was the worst
'Cause that's
execution of it,
fun.
obviously. Then
Yeah.
again, the Gen 1 remake arguably had the worst because they had that frickin' roar glitch, where if they roared, they would disappear forever. Even Gen 2 didn't have
I
that
didn't
problem.
know about that, but that's kind of suck. That kind of suck. Brilliant, me. Yeah, it sucks. That sounds horrible.
Then again, the better thing to do, since you only had one roaming legendary to worry about most of the other games that aren't this, you can use a Master Ball on them.
Yep. Which is
Much better.
ideally what you should be doing.
Uh-huh. Yep. Well, this game, you have 3. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Have you played Platinum at all?
Yes.
Do you know how many roaming Pokemon are in that game?
Enough.
5! There's 5 of them!
The 3 dogs, and...
No, the 3 birds!
Oh yeah, that's right, it's 3 birds. I know it was 3 of something.
Along with the other 2 that roam. I don't think they have the dogs in Platinum. Either that, or it might be another one of those like they did with the Gen 1 remake, where it's based on your starter. At least I think that's how it is. But yep, this is the painful process you've got for this fucking thing. Can't tell if you're trying to come through or not, because you're not coming through very well.
I'm just trying to collect my thoughts.
Okay,
so.
just making sure. I didn't know if that
Yeah,
was
I'm still
you
here,
being
don't
muffled out. Alright. But yeah, this whole thing fucking sucks. Just, ugh. I'll start cutting it a bit as the episode goes on, but yep, just let you guys the initial flavor of the experience. This is what roaming for them is like. It's just at least an hour of this. And then if you're lucky,
Yep.
you can finally get one. Hopefully.
Yep. So the first RNG battle is trying to find them.
Yep.
The second RNG is trying to catch them.
Yep. And they run
Because
away.
the only thing that's going to happen afterwards is running away.
Yep.
It's a pain in the ass.
Yep. And of course, once they run away from you, I'm going to move down here. Fuck you. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, Suicune's also here, though. Might get lucky. Doubtful, though. I also...
The miracle?
The thing that sucks about this version compared to the remake and Crystal, you don't have special encounter music for them either.
Yep, they have the normal battle music, so you can't even tell whether or not you caught one or not. Or found it. So you're just sitting here mindlessly running away.
Yep, I'm glad they added that from Crystal.
I want to run away from the legendary.
Yeah. Yeah, I know they added it from Crystal. At least they gave Suicune special encounter music in Crystal. They might have given
They didn't do that for Latios and Latias.
They did not.
They didn't.
Nope. Yeah, you're right, they did not. I think they gave a Suicune theme for the other dogs in Crystal. I don't remember, though. And they probably did that for the Gen 1 remake when you ran into them.
Yeah, I don't think Gen 4 added that music as well. I want to say it did for Cresselia. I don't know if they did.
They did not for Cresselia. They did for Mesprit though. Yeah.
I know they did it for at least one of them.
It was Mesprit. Cresselia had regular encounter music.
Yeah, because that's fun.
Fucking dick move. Oh my god. Just why? But yeah, thankfully you'll have to get 2 of these fuckers the hard way in the remake. Oh yeah, I played Soul Silver, so I had to... I forgot they made the birds actually part of the plot in Heart Gold Soul Silver. You had to do that first before going to the Elite Four, I think.
Yeah, they actually put a lot more emphasis on those birds because the original game, they just kind of exist, from what I remember.
I honestly kind of prefer they were optional. I didn't hate what they did. I don't know, I personally prefer if it's like, I could choose to get them if I wanted. I don't know, I like it made the moment feel more epic. It was just like, I just decided to explore this place and ooh, I found a legendary! I mean, I
it's a double-edged sword, because when it's a double-edged sword of the open-ended design versus linear design, because the linear design, while it's sort of, linear, it does breed in the ability to make more moments feel more impactful in certain ways, whereas in the open design, it's like... Whereas in the open design, it's just like, oh, I just happened to show up here. Wait, this is supposed to be a legendary? What? Kind of thing? That makes sense? It just feels like it's kind of there, if that makes sense.
The funniest one of that is still freaking Gen 7, the original Sun and Moon game, because you know that Pokemon on Crozma, that black one?
I think so.
Yeah. Funny.
Is that the weird,
honestly, in regular Sun and Moon, it just felt like it was really tacked on. Once you beat the Elite Four and did, like, a lot of the other, like, story stuff of the game, once you were done with all the Ultra Beast stuff, there's, like, this big open area early on in the game where you can catch a lot of low-level Pokemon. You didn't encounter Necrozma there! It randomly in the grass, for, like, no reason.
Gone.
Yep, and it's level 70, you're just like, wait, what the fuck? And it doesn't run away, it just is there. You just find it randomly in the wild in that area.
Huh. Neat.
Yeah, that's one of the weirdest things I've seen them do. I was just playing, I was trying to complete my Pokedex a little bit, and I heard different music. I was like, wait, what? Is the game glitching out? And I looked at the screen again, I was like, what the fuck is that? Oh, shit! It was a nice surprise, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But yep, they had a Battle Frontier, the Gen 2 remake, all the rematches, and the
they added the rematches for the gyms, although it was kind of a pain in the Gen 2 because the thing is you have to find specific gym leaders on specific days to get the opportunity to just be able to fight them.
On
and you have to fight them on very specific days
as well.
Yeah. Granted, if you call them once and then you like come back later, they're still hanging in the gym to fight. It's just, you know...
Yeah.
Initially find them.
It
does help at least give you something to do.
Yeah, yeah. That was the other reason why I went after the final battle before I did that. I thought I had to do that before I could do any of the rematches.
Yeah, I think it's after you beat the,
last gym and get the permission to go to, Mount Silver.
Elite Four. It's where you beat the Elite Four, I think.
Ah.
After you get the right to go to, Mount Silver. Then you can do whatever it is.
I figured it was at least that, because that's where the Elite Four improved.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even do the improved Elite Four rematch.
Yep.
Oof, that could probably be tough, too. Oh, God. That did remind me, I was looking up the Gen 4 Elite Four, the remake, and the second rematch with Flint. Oh, God. His lead-off Pokemon is Ninetales with Drought, which automatically causes Sunny Day, and it has Heat Rock, so it lasts for 8 turns. It also has Solar Beam!
Yep. Yep.
What the fuck?
I'm trying to think, does he have a Magmortar that also has it?
I think his Magmortar has a different item, but his Magmortar is also really strong.
I'm trying to remember, does it also have Solar Beam? Because I remember in the, Platinum it had it. It had Solar Beam, Hyper Beam, Flamethrower, and Thunderbolt.
I'm trying to remember. I think the remake, basically, like, the first match we had the Elite Four in the remake was basically the Diamond and Pearl fight. The first rematch is basically their Platinum fights. Then their second rematch is a whole new level of hell.
That sounds about right.
That's one thing that fucking Gen 4 remake got right. Like, okay, here's your Diamond Pearl match. Oh, you're rematching them. Here's your freaking...
The rematches have always been, like, something that the remakes have always been better at.
Yeah.
And it's always been something that's kind of been a debate about the, remakes, is that... When you remake something, it's like, oh, we're just gonna remake both versions. I'm like, why not just remake the third version that you've always... You know... Like, remake the third version that you've always made the thing for.
Yeah.
That's always that bugs me. I understand why, from a business standpoint, and, I don't think it's a philosophy thing. I think it's just more of a business thing at that point.
Probably, yep. They know they can sell more copies, so they have it in multiple versions, suckering the people that want to get both, because they want to have all the Pokemon.
You're too slow.
Yep.
Fuck you!
1 hour later.
Okay, there we go. 1 hour later. Just to let you know the pain that it is.
I think it's fun.
Uh-huh. Yep. I think it was almost an hour I spent on that before that point. It was terrible. I think I finally catch this now, so that gets rid of the suspense, but even still, god damn it, Roaming Legendaries are fucking awful.
Yep.
So
why do we love Gen... So why do we love Gen 2 again? Everything else.
Yeah.
Joking aside.
It established a lot of things for the better for the series, and had the best post-game of the series.
Granted, I say all this, but we also have to put into perspective that Gen 2 was originally supposed to be the end of the series.
Yeah, it's really funny.
As we know it.
When you try to play it to be the last, you can kind of go all out and make it one of the best. Then again, original Gen 4 kind of spits in that face a little bit. Diamond and Pearl were going to be the last as well. But then they decided to expand on it with Platinum to make it even more. And then they decided to expand on frickin' Gen 4 even more by having the Gen 2 remake. And people were like, oh shit, everybody really wants these games. Alright, fine, we'll keep making more. Fuck.
Yep, and it basically serves as a death sentence because it's more of the suit saying we want more everyone with Pokemon to make it as a result of that. So it's more like Game Freak is kind of just bound by it.
Yep. That they are. I mean, then again, friggin' Gen 5 was the first generation after they were supposed to end it, and that one, it rebooted things for better or for worse.
Yeah.
Gen 6 brought new technology, but wasn't that impressive in the game. Gen 7 tried to change the formula to being not the same standard games that they all have been prior to that. And...
Yep, and it came out mixed results.
Yeah, I liked it for what it was, but yeah, looking back on it, it's not as great as I thought. Gen 8 basically tried to make it a little more open, but went back to the formula that kind of looked kind of crappy because of it. And Gen 9 tried to go full open world to try to idealize... Oh, right, I forgot I added this too. You motherfucker!
Roaming Legendaries are fun! Sarcasm. Intensity increasing.
This is the only group that has Roar! Oh,
yeah.
God. At least
that is the one saving grace of...
At least the Gen 5 Roaming Legendary, the Gen 5 Roaming Legendary, which I guess you probably got since you played Gen 5 yourself recently.
Well, I know what it is. I actually haven't bothered to go out of my way to get it because I just more focused on updating my team.
They make it flee its first turn. However, the act of the Roaming Legendary fleeing has the absolute lowest priority anything could have. It's a priority of -7.
So you can actually do something.
Yep. Yep, means it absolutely does run away as the last move they could do. And that turn, I mean. It'll absolutely the last thing to happen. So yeah. At least in Roaming Legendary Gen 5, they made it so you could bare minimum try to throw a ball at it, or do a single move before it had the opportunity to run.
Yeah. Well, this is something, I guess.
Then again, you just use a fucking Master Ball to catch it anyway.
That's another thing I use the Master Ball for anything else.
That's another thing I gotta look at with Gen 5. I don't know if they force you to catch the dragon or if you can kill it. Because I know for Gen 6 onwards, they force you to catch the box legendary. Which is fucking annoying.
I didn't know it was, Guess that's something I guess we could look up.
I learned it because I did it by accident. I was catching Xerneas in Pokemon X. I accidentally killed it. It was like, shit, I gotta restart. Oh, yep, another 2 hours have passed. Yep, I tried to catch it. I ended up killing it. And then, yeah. Apparently, it just rebooted. It's like, no, it really wants you to catch it. Try again. I was like, wow, really? Wow. That got rid of the whole, like, epicness of catching a legendary. Wow.
Yeah.
I remember that's when I was like, alright. Like, I get you want us to catch it and make it, and like, it has plot significance, but you literally made it so I have to? Like, Jesus Christ.
It just makes it, like, from... I mean, granted, I wouldn't say, like, Pokemon's, like, the deepest in terms of story, but the Legendaries have always kind of been this sort of thing of, you know, their own beast in a certain way.
Yeah.
So when you put it like that, it does make it seem kind of lame. Especially since you could do it like some... I don't remember which game it was that you told me did this, or which generation. It might have been Gen 5, maybe. But, you know, if it's like the Legendaries die, you beat the Elite Four, it's like, oh, they're back out again. Do it something like that.
That's only the roaming Legendaries, and that's from Platinum onward.
No, that would be, like, the way to do it.
Yeah. If they did it for all the Legendaries, as far as I know, it only goes that way for the roaming. I think.
So if that was the case for, like, the, they should at least have done that for all the Legendaries, just to make it a little bit more interesting, where it's like, oh, you have a second chance of getting it again, or something like that. Give it a little bit more, make it a little bit more interesting in that regard.
Oh, I caught one.
If you just do it immediately afterward...
Yeah.
It just kind of makes it less impactful.
Yep, Platinum, the Gen 2 remakes, and the, and Gen 5. That's how they work. And we're whatever bird you're gonna get in Gen 6. Because they get rid of roaming Legendaries after that. Oh, actually... Oh, wow, I never caught a Hop. What the fuck? Gen 8's DLC technically brought roaming Legendaries back, but they don't run away when you find them. You basically have to encounter them and then run at them. Once you get a battle with them, they don't run away. Honestly, that'd be a better way of doing it. Just try to hope you randomly find them, then just don't let them fucking run! But,
that's like the one godsend of Gen 4, I guess, bringing the Quick Balls. Gives you something to work with.
Uh-huh. Yup. Quick Ball is definitely one of my favorites. I love doing that. Just times 4 catch rate as soon as you find the fucking thing. Oh. Sometimes it's better than having to weaken the Pokemon trying to catch it normally. Unless they're particularly strong Pokemon, because HP still contributes to that a lot. Oh, God. But, yeah. I definitely still appreciate a lot of Gen 2, what it brought. And I can definitely acknowledge after playing with Gen 4, the Gen 2 remake for Gen 4, yeah, this game definitely could have been better. And that is the way to do it. I forgot they also had the minigame thing in the remake as well.
Oh yeah, the remake for Gen 2 is basically just Minesweeper.
Yep, you know how much
which sucks.
Oh, there's that too. No, it's like the... Is that like the one minigame contest thing where you have the touchscreen minigames?
Wait, which one was it? Remind me.
Gen 2 remake.
Was it like the, You're talking about that, Coliseum... Not Coliseum or whatever, but you know what that is.
Yeah, the one with all the touchscreen minigames, you're like... Yeah. Doing things like throwing snowballs, running obstacle course, and all that shit.
Breaking blocks and stuff.
Uh-huh, yep. Honestly, that's honestly fun. One of my favorite side attractions that Pokemon games have brought. Then again, I'm a Mario Party sucker, so of course.
That Coliseum is actually legitimately good.
I
remember spending a lot of time with that when I was playing with the Feraligatr doing the breaking block thing.
Yep. Yeah, I was trying to get the top records in all of them. I could get it in all of them, but like one. I forget what it was. There was like one record.
Is it a mic minigame, maybe?
Oh, it's the one where you have to catch the flags and run it back to the start. That's the one. That's the one I fucking hate. You basically have to get like up to 9 flags. Yeah, you have to get like up to 9 flags and run back to the start, but Pokemon can tackle you and make you drop them. Oh, I was trying to get the record in that, and I could not. It was so painful. But, yeah, I like it a lot better than the contests.
Contests have always been kind of the one thing that I kind of wish they brought back the Coliseum, because I will say this, I don't like the, whatever it is that they have for Gen 5. Well, I don't know. The Gen 5, like,
yeah,
I don't
Gen
know
5
exactly
is one of the
what it
weakest.
like,
Original Gen 5 is, weak. It's literally just a fashion show.
yeah.
I know Black 2 and White 2 kind of have, like, a weird, like, battle thing. That's like a movie studio kind of thing.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I know that's the thing where, they kind of introduce, one of the things you fight, which they aren't traditional Pokemon. One of them has fucking Wonder Guard, so that's fucking cool.
That's fun.
Yeah, that one's better. God damn it! It's still not over yet?
Has it actually been 3 hours, or has it been longer?
I think I just did that for dramatic effect. I think it was closer to 2 hours overall, but still. All that's left is Entei. The only one left.
So what's your favorite dog of the 3?
Ooh, that's tough. I mean, Entei is kind of iconic because you saw the movie, you kind of had a thing for Entei. But I kind of like Raikou.
Raiku's always been my least favorite, so I think
Fair
I'd probably say Suicune.
Yeah, Suicune's pretty graceful, I do like it. Which remind me of the Pokemon anime, in the latest season, Ash's companion Go, he caught a fucking Suicune! Much better than anything Ash has ever caught. It was like weakened from like poachers, and Ash's friend tried to catch it to save it, and he succeeded? It was like, what?
Pokemon anime is weird. But then again, I shouldn't be the one talking because I haven't seen much of it. So a lot of it is all kind of...
I said the last season was
like,
actually
I heard
pretty
you there,
good.
Bison. Hi,
the last
Bison.
season definitely had its moments. And
I
again,
heard there was a lot of good things about it, but...
Ash's companion basically was dedicated to trying to catch Mew. Or at least encounter it again, because he did as a child. To the point he wanted to be the very first Pokemon he caught, but he gave up on that when, I think, Score Bunny basically was really friendly with him and wanted him to be caught. And then Ash was like, dude, he wants to be caught. Fucking catch him. He's like, alright, fine, I'll work my way up to Mew. Thank you. But really ironic if he caught Mewtwo.
Yeah, that would be some shit if it's like, the first Pokemon you remembered wasn't actually... No, imagine if there was a Pokemon trainer... No, imagine if there was a Pokemon trainer out there, it's like, I'm going to kill Mew because he destroyed my entire family. And everything I loved. Like, no, it was actually Mewtwo.
Oh, God. Damn, that'd be pretty hardcore.
And again, Pokemon... Like, it sounds hardcore, but Pokemon would never do it because...
Yeah, they don't like to get too dark.
Well,
it is supposed to be a child's series, a kid's series, after all. I mean, some of the other anime was dark. And did you ever... I don't know if you ever saw the Pokemon Origins anime.
I've heard a lot about it.
It was like a 4-episode animation thing about, like, Red and his journey to become a Pokemon. Like, catching all the Pokemon, becoming the champion and all that. It was pretty fucking good. I remember, like, the battles in that were actually really well detailed. Like, I remember, I think Red battled Blue at one point. Charmander versus Squirtle. He had to give up because freaking Blue, like, pinned down his Charmander, the Squirtle, and had it bite. And you just got to hear the Charmander just scream in pain from getting bit. It was like, oh my god! Like, damn! It, like, took it pretty seriously. It was surprising. But yeah, if you're ever curious about any Pokemon animation stuff, Pokemon Origins is actually pretty good. It's only 4 episodes. It goes over, like... Well, the first episode's like the beginning of Red's journey. He beats Brock by the end. The second one, he's developing as a trainer. He basically goes through the whole, the tower in Lavender Town. The third episode is him dealing with Team Rocket and Giovanni, basically. And the last one's basically him becoming the champion to become better than his rival, and then catching Mewtwo.
All right. Wait, he's catching Mewtwo?
Yeah. Yeah, he actually catches him. Remember, it's red, not Ash.
I know, but I would have expected Mew for some reason.
They kind of shoehorned Mega Evolution in there because it kind of came around when Gen 6 was a thing, but the animation, if you're a Pokemon fan, is actually pretty fucking cool. I really liked it.
Maybe I'll sit down one day.
A lot of people liked it, from my understanding. Like, if you're a Pokemon fan at all, it's definitely worth watching. It's what they did if they tried to make it a more serious take. I really hope they bring something back like that again. That would be cool. Oh, I've heard the new anime's okay, but I just want to get to the end of Ash's journey. It's just kind of... I just want to get to the end of Ash's journey, and I'll wait to see if I feel like going to the other one. I'm ignoring it for now. But
yeah, because like I said, I kind of fell out of Pokemon a while back, so a lot of all this has just kind of been like a huge mystery to me as to whether or not it's worth going back.
At least the Pokemon Origins thing, I'd say, could be worth considering. And it's only 4 episodes, and they're all 20 minutes, so it's not even that long. It's a pretty short commitment, and it's people. I just know a lot of people love it, so just a recommendation if you ever feel like looking at it at some point. But
yep, it's one of those maybe someday.
Yep, you can just rest on it, but yep, there we go. That'll do it for the dogs. I caught them all without Master Ball, but I'll recommend this again. Use a fucking Master Ball, at least one of them, so it's not as much of a struggle. It could take potentially hours to catch them otherwise. Oh. And thankfully, this is the worst it gets. Unless you count all the birds and Platinum. Oh, boy. Then again, the mechanics for finding them in general are easier, but yep. Thankfully, you can play the Gen 2 remake. Always a better option. But at the very least...
Looks like...
Yep. At the very least, that's the end of it for this time. Yep, so... Come back next time, where at least Conan will be back, and I'll try to see if you can come back for it too. We'll see how it plays out, but... All that's left is Mount Silver, where we catch the first form of the pseudo-legendary that exists in this game, because they have one, but they didn't bring it up till now. And then, the final battle.
In the original and in the remake, he's just a pain.
Yep, he's definitely a pain in this game, too. And, well, I'll say this. You have a hint for who it is. We battled the rival of the first game as the 8th gym leader. And another home in Palatown has somebody who's been gone for a while and doesn't even say hello to his mom. I wonder who it is.
YOLO, clearly.
Giovanni? Surprise, Giovanni! Yo, that was sick!
That would have been something.
He did say he was going off the train. He's like, oh, who the heck are you? Oh, you dismantled Team Rocket behind my back? Oh, thanks for that. Well, I may as well see what you're made of. Oh, fuck!
That would be some shit if it was actually Giovanni.
Oh, would have been nice. But it's still pretty terrifying, so... Next time will finally be the finale of Pokemon Gen 2. So, see you guys for the end.